Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for joining. We don't have too much on the agenda today, but what we do have on the agenda is kind of exciting, kind of fun. So without further ado, let me bring in the boys. Here's the boys. Hey Al, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on?
How's your weekend?
It was good. It was good. Caught up with some friends yesterday. They were having like it was funny. We were talking about DJing earlier, but they're like a DJ crew, and they were throwing like an event yesterday. Um, so I guess the new thing, especially for like the selection type DJs, which is like like R&B type hip hop, but more of that like loungy style, is they have like YouTube videos that they record like all day, and they'll just have people in the background hanging out, a little chill party scene. So that's what they were doing yesterday, and I went there for a little bit to support them.
So they record crowds and then they put it on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what the plan is. So I'll send you some links of some examples later so you can kind of get an idea. But it's just like basically recording your whole set, but at the same time having people like in the background while you're the DJ spinning.
So you're telling me you're going to be on YouTube?
You know what? Yeah, it's gonna be like I'm branching
Wow,
out.
moving up in the world now, huh? Dude, gonna be on YouTube, gonna be famous.
Yeah. So yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's
that was
cool.
my
That's
day.
cool.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
cool. It
how
was a
long
fun
was that?
time.
Was that the whole day?
Um, it went on from 2 to 9. I think I was there from like 4 to 7 or 8. So I wasn't there the whole time.
Okay, okay. Well, cool, cool, nice. Let me bring in
Yeah,
the
no
other
problem.
master of mischief, Jason.
That's an
Jason, how
apt
you doing?
title, generally. What's up, fellas? DJ Sneaky
How's it going?
Fix.
That was me in another lifetime.
I hear that was rock. I hear that was Kaiju Daddy as well in another lifetime.
Yeah, yeah.
How's your weekend, Jason?
Fan freaking tastic. I had a good
Oh,
weekend.
good,
I got
good.
a very rare 1 day off house to myself, so that never happened. So it
Wow.
was.
So you had a party.
I had a party of me just playing video games, watching a few shows, taking some figure pictures. It was great. I had nothing to
Party
do
of one.
but fun stuff.
Cool. Very good. It's always nice when the wife leaves us alone, right?
Careful, she
Yeah.
could. It just never happened. So I was like,
No,
yes, day off. Have a
no,
great
I'm
day.
watching. I'm watching. Catching up on Andor season 2. So we want to make sure that these comms aren't jeopardized by the
Yeah,
wives. Yeah.
we
My
just
wife
finished
won't watch
watching.
it.
Andor was spectacular. I won't say anything about it at all, but
Yeah,
woo,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I,
such
I
good
was
writing.
telling Ian that I'm depressed because I know that we'll never get Star Wars as good as that ever again.
Not that kind of
It's
writing.
never gonna happen.
You
Have
know,
faith in the Force.
No.
it was, and I know it was polarizing because people thought either it was just too serious or no force, no lightsabers. But I thought that's what made it great. Story,
Yeah.
Well, see,
story of
It's
the
it's a
rebellion.
it's a it's a different side. The side that we don't normally get to see.
Yeah,
You know.
what
Now you know why. Now you know why the Empire truly are villains versus how in the movies they kind of just look like that cartoony type bad guys.
I,
Over the top.
I'd say the same for the good guys too. All the time
Yeah.
in the movie they showed the rebellion guys just buddying up and having a great time, but this was the dirty background where you saw how it all happened and how
well, it
dangerous
definitely
it
makes
was.
you look at the celebration at the end of Star Wars quite differently now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
When
yeah.
Yeah.
Luke and Han get their medals, like, what did you guys actually do?
And
Right.
still, and still, Chewie left standing there with his hands empty.
They took all the
Yeah,
credit.
yeah.
Right?
But to me, I think Andor, if Disney and Lucasfilm have any intelligence, which is debatable at this point, they can use this as a moment to kind of do what Marvel did when it came to the Marvel movies, the first, phase one movies.
Hmm.
They were a little bit campy in a way. They weren't really serious. They didn't have that serious tone. And then Winter Soldier came out. And that movie kind of revitalized and gave a little bit more legitimacy to the MCU. And I feel like without Winter Soldier, we probably wouldn't have gotten as far as we got with the MCU, because that movie was so good on so many different levels. But it was an adult movie, and it respected the audience, and it respected the material, and it didn't have to parlay or play into certain tropes when it came to comic movies. So, the hope is that Lucasfilm kind of sees that and understands that, there's an audience for this type of stuff. And it only benefits the brand, a brand that's in decline. So we'll see what happens, but I'm a little bit sad because, again, it was so good.
It's that way when you finish anything great, right?
Did you watch
that last episode just a little bit because you don't want it to end? But
now, did you watch Rogue One after again?
Oh, of course, I've watched Rogue One like 3 times in the last week.
Nice. Okay, that's what I'm going to do too. Yeah, when I'm done with Andor season 2, I have 5 or 6 more episodes to go, but I'm going to watch Rogue One right after again, just to see, like, you see everything connected now.
It was a trip because when we finished the last episode, it came up and said next suggestion, of course, was Rogue One, and I'm like, he looks a lot younger in the future.
Right.
Well, he did the Doc Brown rejuvenation.
Yeah.
Or maybe he spent some time in a Bacta tank. But yeah, I mean, it's I saw that Rogue One is like the #1 movie on Disney right now in terms of streaming.
Streaming. Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, let's bring in the last Musketeer. Hopefully he's awake. Hopefully he's there. He is there. How's it going, man? Your mic is muted.
You're on mute.
Hey, I'm moving a couch right now. I'm in my backyard, so I'll join in with you guys here in a little bit. Okay.
You're moving a couch by yourself?
Yeah, no, with my son too.
Okay.
So I'll be back.
He's gonna do the heavy lifting, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you should live stream. Just live stream it for us.
Well, I'll show you guys at the end what I did. Okay. Okay. Bye.
Okay. So let's get into the stream. Let's see who's here. Say hello. Mark, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining. We got Bones. Hello, Bones. Curtis is joining us, I think, for the first time today. Curtis, thank you for joining. I helped Curtis out with getting him a Jalen Urso from Hot Toys.
Oh,
I've
nice,
been hooking people up left and right with that. Going to the Toy Sapiens store and picking up figures for people because, again, for those of you who don't collect Hot Toys or 1/6 stuff, this figure was supposed to be a Star Wars Celebration exclusive, and then they kind of changed it to a Japan exclusive, smartly so. And since the event, it's been available at Toy Sapiens, but no other Hot Toys distributors gotten it. So, a couple of collectors reached out to me and I picked it up for them, and they told other people, and they've been reaching out to me. So I've been picking it up for people. So if anybody needs one, reach out to me. I'm not asking for any money.
Hey, I need one. I need one. Thanks.
I offered you one. You said you're good. So, I'm picking it up. You don't have to pay anything beyond retail. And there's an international transaction fee when I use my card, but I'm very transparent about that. This is what it costs. So, if anybody's interested, if you collect Hot Toys, if you're in the stream and you want one, reach out to me. Preferably not on YouTube. Try to do it in the Facebook group. It's a lot easier. Send me a direct message, and I'll try to help you out. So again, thanks, Curtis, for joining. So we got Laser Pants practicing his pronunciation here with Mafex. Good guy.
It's gonna be May. Fex.
Yeah, It's that Seattle accent. He doesn't get it quite right. So, Mr. Mora, thank you for joining. Thank you very much for coming in. KJ is here. KJ is going to be joining us at some point next month. So we're excited for that. We're going to have subtitles at the bottom so people can understand KJ and myself because we speak the Lord's English. So some of you might have a little bit of trouble with that.
You got to give KJ the comments though. He's the best at reading all the comments in the streams.
Yeah,
he's a narrator.
Well, KJ is worse than Ryan when it comes to sidetracking a stream. The dude just reads everything. Just like Ryan, just everything that's popping in his head, it just comes out. So it's got a long lisp. Very long lisp. So yeah, Laser Pants, thanks for joining. Usually Laser Pants is in and out. So he's been in here a little bit longer than usual at this point. But again, Laser Pants will never be on this show. Never. So
wait, why is that?
Thank you, Curtis. What is that, Al?
Wait, why is that? Sounds like an inside joke going on.
He's a mean guy. He's a mean guy. Did you guys know that Laser Pants had a stream yesterday where the focus of like the first hour was our live stream discussing the Mafex and the Figure Arts leaks? And he didn't even ask me to come on. That's
so hurtful.
Son of a bitch. Man, he's got the ban hammer forever. See, he admits it. He's a bad person. He's a bad
knowing is half the battle.
But anyway, let's get into it today. We got a lot to cover. So, where should we start? Let's start with some breaking news. CT Toys.
Oh man.
Al, you posted this. Al, I'll let you do the honors. Why don't you tell us what happened?
No, I just saw it posted up in a Discord group, and I was like, "Whoa, okay." Well, I kind of knew that they were gonna come out with the Batman. It's been talked about on Action Display's channel. He said that they were coming out with the Batman, but he had no idea which one it was. And I guess their AliExpress store started posting up links for this, so it's going to be the Hush Black version Batman. And as they stated, this one is supposed to be a 1-to-1 in terms of size, but we'll see. I mean, I'm sure they'll be posting more updates eventually. And as I was saying in the group, I bet you this is going to be a heavily bought figure for customizing.
Oh yeah.
That's
custom paradise right there. Make them however you want them.
KJ nailed it.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame that this poor CT Toys is getting ripped off by these KO companies.
Right.
Hard work, their name recognition.
That takes brass ones to complain about that. Gotta love it.
KOception.
So again, we don't promote CT Toys as a company to kind of support. The way we look at CT Toys, as has already been discussed, if you need a figure to mod, if you want to modify a figure, if you want to mock up a figure, if you want to kit bash a figure, if your figure breaks, if your Mafex figure breaks and you need a spare part, these figures do well. But of course, they're not licensed. They're fourth party, so they're knocking off a legitimate company that has paid for the license, has paid for people to sculpt and engineer the figure, has paid for people to design the boxes. I mean, there's a lot that goes into the pricing on these different companies. Some companies are better with pricing than others, and we all admit that. And I think a lot of us aren't very happy with the Metacom pricing as of late. So nobody's defending them to that degree. But, this company is making all of their money basically just knocking off the Mafex stuff. And that's all they really seem to be able to do, aside from, you know, a couple of original things here and there that they mix in. So again, we don't condone the particular company, but it is good. It's a good option if you need something as a filler until this is reissued, and this most likely will be reissued by in the Medicom line by Mafex. You know, if you need a placeholder, if you need an extra pod, a spare pod, if you want to mod a figure, if you want to turn this figure in a hush, you know, there's a lot that you can do. So just take that with a grain of salt and, you know, proceed.
Yeah.
I'm real curious to see what they do with the cape, because I don't think we've seen anything really softed from them at all, have we?
Well, the Gambit they're coming out with is going to be their first one, really. Yeah. So,
that coat doesn't look so great.
Yeah. And just like Laser Pants is saying, I mean, one of the biggest complaints is the cape is freaking huge on the original one. I mean, I don't usually find a problem with it, but I know that's one thing that's discussed, you know, amongst collectors, and I've even seen people swap out the cape for a custom one.
I mean, the cape is really big, but it also allows you, you know, as a photographer, it allows you to kind of really get the most out of it for your posing and for your photography.
If you're gonna do you can do really good dynamic stuff with that cape, and that's probably when it looks best. It's not really good for a drape cape.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you could if you had him kneeling and you wanted to have it kind of coming around him in the front. But
it's possible.
For the most part, not best for that.
Yeah. And
I
again,
like having a longer cape. I have him on my shelf with the grapple popping up in the air, so you can do a lot. You can make it look pretty dramatic with that. But
Absolutely.
I get just standing there that it's a little much.
And guys, you know, we're talking about the CT and how we don't condone it. You know, it shouldn't be your first option, but you know, we also don't judge anyone. So if you're posting in the group, we've seen some pretty bad comments between people arguing about CT. That, you know, just if someone wants to buy it, let them. You know, say your piece. It's not worth fighting over. You know, because you know, like we got rules in the group. We want everyone to be nice to each other. Don't start bashing on someone and making it personal, whether they buy it or not. You just have to understand what you're getting into, and you know, this is a KO company. You know, there's a possibility that you're taking away from Medicom's profits as well. Just understand all that. And
again, when you take away from a company's profits on a certain line, these are reissues, so of course, like, it's a different dynamic, but it all plays into it. When you take away sales, that affects future development of that line.
Yeah.
So if they release this Batman and there's not as much demand as they expected or they anticipated, they might start saying, well, you know what? The last couple figures, the Scarecrow didn't sell well. The Riddler didn't sell well. And now this Batman's not selling well. Maybe people are hushed out and they decide to maybe put a pause on the line. So, you know, these are unanticipated consequences of the things that we do when we support knockoffs. So just, you know, keep these type of things in mind when you're buying. If you buy this, you know, more power to you. But in terms of supporting the companies that actually put it out, again, just use it as a placeholder. We understand these figures are expensive. We get that. We know that. But try to support the companies that actually put in the effort, buy the license, develop the line, and put out such a great quality product that's in such demand that these companies exist to knock them off. So that's our piece. But as Al said, there's no judgment. If you guys buy it and you can't afford to get the regular one, you know, nobody's gonna crucify you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it is what it is. We get it. And, you know, Laser Pants made a good point. Hot Toys started off as a KO company, less a KO company, more of an unlicensed company. So they were like a third-party company. They were doing like Tom Cruise, I think like
George Lucas.
They were
George-
called Cool Toys.
Yeah, they were called lukewarm toys.
Yeah. No, I seriously, I think it was Cool Toys. I'll make a deal. If somebody wants to get this couch off my lawn, I'll trade them for a CT toy.
What a bargain.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta go. Neighbors are out.
He's in and out. He's in and out. All right. So we've said our piece on CT toys. Let's get into Mafex. Okay, so this figure, there's been some posting, at least in the Reddit group, of people posting boxes and saying they got their Deadpool. Deadpool has not shipped yet. I was talking to the Metacom people. This is going to release on Saturday, this coming Saturday.
Okay.
So I think that's the 24th. So if you're worried, you're saying, where's my invoice? I haven't gotten charged yet. It hasn't gone out. So people who are posting boxes, that's the first release. Don't worry about it. This will be coming out on Saturday. I did mention in the Facebook group that I'm most likely making this the next Waffle because I know a lot of people missed out because it sold out pretty quickly. If you want in, this will be the Waffle, and I'll most likely put it up on Thursday night U.S. time. So we'll start the Waffle then, and it'll be the normal Waffle. It'll be, $5 a spot and so on and so forth. So if anybody's interested, this will be the Waffle. This figure officially, if everything stays according to plan, this will release on Saturday.
Cool.
Everybody getting this?
Oh yeah.
Yep. See, now I did get a KO of last year too because I figured this would never get reissued because there was all those
this
talks
is a big
about
surprise.
the Girihiru license supposedly was not renewed or something. So everyone just figured this is dead. And same with the Miles Morales, and because that was based on the same art too. But I was able to pre-order it off Ami. So I probably won't get it till the end of the month once they send out their invoices. I'm sorry, early next month after the invoices are sent.
I passed on this originally. I just kind of thought it was a little bit goofy. But I haven't had a Deadpool release since, so I kind of need it. So,
yeah.
So you're getting this, Jason, right?
Oh yeah. When I first started collecting again a few years back and was doing more McFarlane and not the import stuff yet. This was the first knockoff I got, sort of my gateway figure, if you will. And the knockoff was actually pretty good, except the legs would slowly go down into the splits and the katana would both droop. But I'd always wanted the real deal. And of course, when you look it up, the scalpers prices are ridiculous. So
yeah.
I sat fingers crossed waiting for this one to come back, and 100% in on this one. I love the stuff. It's very clean.
Yeah, so Chewy makes a good point. I mean, it's not totally accurate, but always expect a reissue or a 2.0 when it comes to certain in-demand figures. I would say do not expect a 2.0 or a reissue of the Spider-Man 075.
No?
They seem to have retired that in favor of the 185. So if you're looking for that to get reissued, I would say more likely than not, that's not going to happen. But with this one, at least it gives us a little bit more hope that Brown Wolverine is going to be coming out, that the adult Miles is going to be coming out, and the Gwenpool.
Yeah,
is going to
be and the evil Gwenpool too would be awesome.
Yeah. So we'll see.
That 075 was my second foray into knockoffs, and it was really bad.
Yeah.
Looked like he got about 3 seconds in the microwave, so just enough to make it look awful.
I mean, the Evil Empire CT is doing a 7.5 as well.
Yeah. I mean, people want it. The 185 is superior to the 075.
Yeah.
I just like the 7.5 colors. I love that dark blue for 90s Spider-Man.
Well, there's two different versions. There's the metallic and then there's the darker blue.
Yeah.
So the metallic was the reissue, and then the darker blue was the first release. And then again, the 108 is the cell shaded one, which is the same body. It's the same figure essentially, just it's cell shaded. So
Yeah.
you know, I prefer the 108. I think the 108 is better than the other two. It just looks better, and it's different. So I don't think they'll do that. That's a little bit harder probably for CT Toys to tackle the cell shading than just.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a lot. Yeah.
Solid colors.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure what this question is. Can you elaborate a little bit? Was there Spider-Man 2.0 in the table? I'm not really sure what the table was.
He means on the table, like
maybe he means maybe he's thinking, or maybe he was thinking of a rumor about like an updated comic version, which I don't think any of us have ever seen or heard of at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, they just keep re-releasing the 185.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's no shortage of putting out just the regular Spider-Man, and then they have the Scarlet, and then they have, you know, the movie ones now. And I mean, there's no shortage of Spider-Man, and I don't think anybody's clamoring for an update on that 185. I mean, really, it's almost as perfect a figure as you're gonna get. The only thing that you could change maybe is just the look of the head, maybe give it a McFarlane head, or if you want to put out a, you know, a Romita Spider-Man, or, you know, whatever. But in terms of just a Spider-Man, it's not like Hasbro where they're saying, all right, we're going to put out a definitive Spider-Man and we're going to call it the Maximum Spider-Man. Metacom has already put out a really, really good character, and I don't really see them updating it anytime soon. They'll just keep re-releasing that other one. So yeah, so that one is coming out Saturday. Then we have these two. These two are coming out on May 31st. So the other figures that were kind of mentioned, which were the Stormtrooper and the Deep, those are most likely being pushed to June. So these ones right now, again, everything's in flux when it comes to Metacom. These ones right now are scheduled for May 31st. So,
now, is the Wick still in stock, Robert, or no?
The Wick is still available. Yeah. The Wick is still available.
I'd be grabbing him if you don't have him.
Yeah, I like the second Wick that came out more than that one that came out a little bit before it. I can't remember, you know, which version, which movies they were. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but I liked it a little bit more than the other one. I didn't like that Widow's Peak on the head.
Yeah,
the one that came with the separate torso. I liked the separate torso. I thought that was awesome that they did that. But I wasn't a big fan of the head sculpt. So I liked the newer one that came out. But these ones are scheduled for the end of the month. So if you are outside Japan, you'll be getting this most likely the first week of June. You guys in on these?
I want the Kane one. I don't know what the production numbers are, but you know, that's a pretty good figure just to have in your collection. Flash one's trash. I would never get that.
Well, the head sculpt looks pretty good on the Flash. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
But definitely can't.
Is that the AT customs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I can't get past for this. I can't get past that the AT custom is so good.
Yeah, once you have that one, it's really hard to kind of objectively view the other ones. It's really hard.
I am curious to know how he's holding that gun with one hand and the cane behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at going, that was pretty cool.
Blind though. If he can shoot people being blind, he can hold a cane and a gun at the same time.
I wonder if it's one piece, like a hand with the gun and the cane, you know, part of the sculpt.
They didn't show it that way in the accessories, so probably not.
Oh, okay. I need to take a look at it again.
Yeah. And then for my money, I was not a fan of Ezra Miller's version of the Flash. It didn't.
Well, the Watcher here nails it. I mean, nobody really liked the Flash, but they nailed the look. I think that's Ezra Miller. I mean, there's no doubting that they really nailed it. I'll get this figure when it goes a little bit discounted because
On sale,
I have
yeah.
no doubt that this is going to be discounted.
For sure.
You know, I do. Again, you know, I'm not a fan of Ezra Miller as a Flash either, but I did like how his solo movie suit looked.
The suit.
Oh, the suit
Yeah,
itself,
look
yeah.
good.
Yeah. So if anything, I might end up getting that figure when it comes out, but again, I might also wait for it to just go on sale because I doubt these are going to sell out.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Well, the cane, I don't know. Like, I
Oh,
don't
the
really
cane,
know
maybe.
what the delay was on the cane.
hmm
So anything's possible with the cane, but it's doubtful. But you never know. Like, you know, the Bane sold out quickly. The Daredevil sold out quickly. What else sold out quickly? I can't remember.
You think in Asia the cane would sell pretty quick?
Well, I mean, Asia's a big place. So we talking India? We talking Thailand? Like,
We're
what are we
talking
talking about?
China, Japan. I mean, I
Well,
don't know.
I
There's
mean,
a lot of fans.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like Hong Kong, I would probably expect these sales are going to be pretty high.
Because India is the #1 movie going place in the world.
Is it?
Oh yeah, they're way bigger than everybody else when it comes to movies.
When it comes to tickets.
Yeah, tickets too. Yeah, and production.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Wick is very popular in Japan.
Yeah.
It is. But again, these are not cheap figures. And, you know, you never know. Now, the Hot Toys sold out fairly quickly here. So maybe that's probably a good way to judge this. The Hot Toys Wick and the cane sold out. Even though there were issues with the cane, they sold out really fast here. So who knows? Who knows? So Soldier Boy has been pushed back as well. They anticipate the Deep coming out first. Anticipate being the key word. But that's either going to be June or even after June. So you know how Metacom is. We all know how Metacom is. So, and, you know, out of nowhere, they gave us those 3 other reissues, right? Like out of nowhere. So when we get these delays and we're like, why is it slow? Why is it slow? You know, they're putting out these secret reissues or these secret numbers like the Stormtrooper Han and Luke and the Chrome Mando, like out of nowhere. And they do have missing numbers. They have multiple spots of missing numbers in their chart. So if you go over to their lineup with Mafex on the Metacom page, you can click each figure and see what the numbers are. And when you go through, you'll see there's quite a few numbers missing. And they'll plug those in later, either as 1.5s, like a renewal, or just like a quick limited run figure, or an exclusive, either an exclusive in their store or an event or whatever. So, you know, I anticipate some of those dropping soon or being announced soon. We'll see. All right. That's it for that. Now we have some new Metacom news. We have the Berserker and Chucky. You guys in on these?
Berserker, yes.
Berserker, yeah.
Berserker, if it's not overpriced. Chucky, no.
I was never a huge Chucky fan.
Now, all right. Now let me say this. I have the Chucky, the first one. It is a criminally underrated figure. That is one of their best figures ever. It's soft goods, comes with a ton of accessories, different head sculpts, and it fits in really, really well in 1/6. Just saying.
But it's
use this as a 1/6 Chucky.
It's a Bride of Chucky, though. That's when it started going.
If this sells, I'm sure they'll have whatever her name is. What's that character's name?
Yeah, I forget what her name is.
Now I'll be all in if they have a Leprechaun line.
You know, Chucky was the bane of my 4-year-old self So this guy can just go to hell. I'll never have a Chucky toy. You know how scared of him I was when I was a kid? Yeah, I was like 4 years old when I saw that. Like I literally saw it as a 4-year-old. Maybe I was 5. Whenever it first came out on, VHS, and one of my aunts who was like, she was like the one that was always into like the horror movies. So every time I'd go over, it was a different horror movie, and she collected porcelain dolls. So I was watching a Chucky movie, the first movie, with a bunch of porcelain dolls around me. That was some scary shit as a 4-year-old. I don't want some Mafex Chucky toy coming to life and trying to stab me in the eye.
Well, see, for me, it was Poltergeist. It was
That's what I was
it
gonna
was
say.
that clown
Dude,
under the bed.
I watched Poltergeist at her house too. I was tortured as a child whenever I came over.
Pulling you under the bed.
That clown was terrifying, and that clown was actually readily available at the time. That was like just a regular toy.
It was a regular toy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, so people had that at home, and that was terrifying.
Yeah,
that's some of the best jumps in that movie.
I know that Jada Toys is doing the Universal Monsters. And those are kind of, I mean, like the heads on them are, But imagine if Medicom decided that they were going to do the Universal Monsters line. Like a Creature from the Black Lagoon, a Bride of Frankenstein, like all of those figures. Oh, that would be awesome. You need more horror in the genre.
They could do something cool with Invisible Man. That would be interesting.
Invisible Man would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Watcher, Diamond Selects is closing up shop. Yeah, we were talking about it. Unfortunately. But, them's the ways of the world, right? Nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
You got to make smart business decisions. If you don't, and you make multiple ones, or you make massive big ones, it's going to catch up to you. So.
And one thing that a lot of people talk about with Diamond Select, I guess apparently if you're a comic shop, apparently they were terrible to work with. That's what everyone's saying. So
well, they were the only game in town for quite a long time, right?
Yeah.
So like when I still lived in the States and I still bought comic books, which is, many, many, many moons ago. There were a lot more distributors and companies distributing comics than just Diamond. But, after that boom in the 90s with all the multiple artists getting all their recognition, 10 different covers for issue number 1, all that crap.
Killed them.
The floor fell out from a lot of people and a lot of companies because the market crashed.
Yeah.
And, a lot of those distributors went out of business and Diamond sort of stood alone.
Well, DC,
but,
DC went away from them and a couple other people, and then Lunar Publishing or Lunar out of Indiana took over a lot, and then Penguin Random House took some of the lines too, and it kind of killed them. But
well, Penguin wasn't really protecting the products when they shipped it out, right?
No, they don't care.
Yeah, they didn't care. They just put it in like an envelope and shipped it out, and people were getting mangled up comics.
You guys see this Crab Louie?
I saw the one that you decided to give to me.
Yeah, this Crab Louie's terrible. I mean,
Yeah,
his lower body is so loose. I stood him up by these statues back here behind these books, and out of nowhere he falls over. His little sailor's hat is now behind all these books. So to get it, I would have to take all the statues off, all the books off, unless I do the lower shelf. I mean, it sucks, but it's an awesome looking figure, but he just will not stand.
That's
you don't have a stand. You can't use a Mafex stand.
Well, I'm gonna have him sitting down, but I hate using stands for something you spend a lot of money on. Even Hot Toys, I can't stand. But that's what happens, though. get a little magnet, a little sailor's hat stays on the top by a magnet. It just falls off as soon as it, falls over. So,
Mhm.
but it's a kind of a fail for Mezco.
Yeah. So Ian's asking about Berserker. I'm kind of in the same boat as Ian. I read like the first 2, and like him, I just kind of lost interest. Has anybody kept up with it? Everybody, does anybody here enjoy the run?
No, it started off hot, and like you said, it kind of lost my interest too.
Yeah.
But I know it sold really well at the very beginning, but I think it's that kind of died off.
Mhm.
I'm just want it because it's Keanu Reeves and it kind of looks cool,
You gotta
Yeah,
take his clothes off? Or...
No.
I've actually never read it. I've only just watched like YouTube recaps or explanations of the stories.
Yeah. The Cliff's Notes are not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm the only one getting Chucky?
I don't know. I mean, if he's on clearance or he's cheap, I might buy him. I mean, I'm going to be pretty selective on Mafex.
You say that all the time. I'm going to be selective on this line because I don't have a lot of money. Meanwhile, he enters into new lines.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that dewback. Look at that dewback. I don't even know where to put it. It's so big.
You only got one?
You mean right there. You have it right
there.
there.
I only got one.
One.
I bet you it's sold out though. I don't know. The blurg. I mean, the blurg is around for what, $200? I mean, that thing's pretty cool. You gotta get a blurg.
Jose, no, I haven't. I've been backed up with different things. It's going out this week, guaranteed. Apologies. Yeah. I don't think Hot Toys would do a Chucky unless a new property came out. But again, this one fits 1/6. You can put it in your collection. The size is pretty good. So, and it's soft goods. It's soft goods clothing. So. All right, let's keep this gravy train moving. We have the InArt. We have their next pre-order. What do you guys think? I'm not familiar with the property, the Wukong property. Who would like to speak to this character?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I played the game a little bit just because I got it for free. But my backlog of gaming is so ridiculous that it was just one of those games I just tried it just to try and turned it off. So I'm not really sure like where he fits in, and I'm not really too familiar with the mythology other than I've seen a couple of different movies. Was it Journey to the West? I believe is the original stories. But I honestly couldn't tell you. It does look cool though.
Yeah, it looks great, and I'm going to show the video in a second from the event in Tokyo. But I'm in. I mean, I don't know the character, I don't know the story, but the figure looks incredible, and I anticipate getting into the story. And I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to go backwards buying stuff. So these things, if it's affordable, if it's like a $60 figure, $65. Then I'm in, like KJ, I'm in on the pig, and I'll pick it up and kind of move forward from there. Jason?
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick it up, especially since I'm still high on InArt after their Batman release. But the face, the sculpt, look at the eyes. I am not familiar, and I played a ton of games. I never managed to play on these, so I don't know the backstory, but that's just too cool looking. The fur and the eyes, I'm a big fan. I'd say I'm probably going to pass, but then I just buy it anyways. So. I won't pretend.
Are we talking about the
Ryan, are you getting this?
We're talking about the Monkey King.
Yeah,
yes,
the Monkey King.
Yeah. No, if I don't have the Monkey King, I'm not getting this.
They'll announce him. They'll announce him eventually.
They showed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like they'll announce him for pre-order eventually.
Why would they not? So they just want you to buy all these random characters, and then they're going to come out with Monkey King. So I don't know. I'm gonna probably pass on the Monkey King line. I'm all
Well,
monkey.
I mean, it's better. I think it's better they do it this way, where they kind of mix it up.
Yeah.
And if there's, especially at the beginning of a line, like you're learning the line, you're learning the scale, see what works, see what doesn't work, see what collectors like, what they don't like. If it's your first foray into the market.
Yeah.
So, let the Monkey King come out in a couple later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me show the video. We can watch the video, guys.
My problem is I pre-ordered like 8 Hot Toys just last week.
Jeez, man.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. This is the InArt Morphig event that happened today. And turn off that stupid voice. So again, these are the. Oh, let's go back a little bit. See those Superman figures one more time.
Oh,
it's awesome.
God, that looks good.
Looks so good. He's got that beard going. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video. Ian and I were very, very impressed with these figures right here. Seeing them in person.
Why.
And I know Tim is in the group. He was there as well. He was very impressed by these. And they're naked. So, Ryan's all in on it.
Speaking of naked, I need that Arnold. So if you see that Arnold,
yeah,
I need that.
Well, I saw it. I showed you the picture. I'm probably picking it up this week.
Okay.
Now, with the pose like this works.
Yeah,
you don't have that massive bulge in his manhood. I like the Bruce Lee ones.
Yeah, me too. Those are for sure. Yeah. I'm all in on those.
But look at all those accessories. That's a ton. But again, I mean, I wish companies would give us more than just, 3 Batmans for every one Superman and then nobody else. You know what I mean? It's like,
I hear you, man. I'm such a huge Batman fan, but I would be happy to get anything but Batmans from here on out.
Yeah. Whoa! Let's get rid of this.
That yellow tracksuit, Bruce Lee, though. Jeez, that looks good.
Now, is that the suit he wears against Kareem?
The yellow one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one we
need a Kareem. A Kareem from that
movie. A big footprint on the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're starting to get into that line, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. Let me focus on this one. I don't know these characters at all.
I don't either, but they look damn good.
They look good. So in the comments, guys, is this all the Wukong line or what?
Those spikes look so fragile.
Yeah. Now we've seen updated versions of these figures and they're painted. So this was back in January in Tokyo and they didn't have the painted ones. So there's your Monkey King. Look at the sculpt. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, they're 1/6 Monkey King. Wasn't that impossible to get when that got released?
No.
In a limited edition for the game.
So there's our guy right there.
It looks cool.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
He's
different. He's different. I like that he's different.
Yeah. Yeah. So looks pretty good.
Yeah.
What does it come with? What is that? An apple? I don't show. Oh my god! Oh my god! Another Monkey King?
Ooh, that's neat.
That effect looks great. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What was the company, that Envelope Company or whatever they're called? They came out with some good figures for Monkey King.
Envelope
I'm not
company.
sure.
What was that company called?
I don't know.
The one that you took the last one out of BBTS out from underneath me.
Oh, the Fury Toys.
No,
Are you talking about Blu-ray? Did they do one?
I can't remember.
I don't know. Was
All
it
right,
me who bought it?
Huh? Yeah, you bought
I
it. 'Cause
bought it.
I looked at it and I said, "Man, this figure's awesome." And then I woke up the next morning and I go, "God, it sold out." And I bought it.
I think
After
it
you
was
did
me.
it. Yeah. Like, you bastard.
All right, I formally take my No More Batman figures comment back.
Well, have you
See
shown
these?
the metal line is what I want.
Look at that head.
Look, yeah.
Look at that head. Oh, that's so sweet. Look at that.
I cannot believe Mafex has not done that line yet.
Well,
Like,
they
not-
started, it'd be like another decade.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
still finishing
Right.
touch. He looks so good.
And the best one is coming up next.
Said, yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I need this.
Sold. All of them.
I need this. That looks so good. Like, oh man.
now that's not going to be $65.
No, that'll be like $100. Yeah, that looks incredible. So yeah, so this is a lot of the InArt stuff for the 112 that they previewed. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is their statue stuff, so we'll bypass that. But yeah, those characters, those figures look incredible. I'm all in on whatever InArt is putting out, because that Batman, it's figure of the year right now. So I don't see anybody topping that. Runner up, that's what everybody's fighting for. Runner up, because that one was incredible.
Wait, hold up. You just got. Oh, okay. Did you open up your Muff Toys Nightmare Batman yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
So people have been asking me,
Okay.
did you open it up? Did you open it up? I haven't opened it up because, I've been busy. All right.
Mhm.
I haven't been able to send stuff out. I've been busy. I haven't even opened up the stuff I got. I opened up this son of a bitch.
Thank you for taking one for the team.
I took one for the team. I got this guy. So the magnet goes on in the back. You can see how much that bulges out.
It doesn't look right.
He looks awesome.
I
But
also
the
took
range
one
of
for the team.
articulation is nothing. So this is his pose, and this is where he's going to stay. This gun, I don't know what you would call this gun.
That's a grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher. Yeah.
Yeah, so it comes apart. It's not one mold, and it very easily comes apart. The hands don't stay on the pegs very well. So with the weight of the gun on the hand, it's very easy to come off. It's going up for a reason.
You said it was
Because
like
if it was going out, I think the hand would just come off.
you're saying they fit a
But
lot
the
like
hands
that.
are a little bit too big also for gripping the gun. Gripping the the grip. So
Did he in the hands?
it looks
and
awesome.
the little
And if you
shuthouse?
just want him visually in your background or whatever, and you got the money, get them. But you're not getting any range at all when it comes to posing this guy. Nothing.
You're almost better.
And this was like, what was it like, Jason? Like $105, and you pre-ordered this?
I got it cheaper because I pre-ordered it really, really early because I was like, looks awesome, cool enough for me. But I got it for $79 plus crazy shipping to the US.
Plus the
so
shipping,
like, it ended up being like $101. But and I'm not mad at it. It looks cool, and the base sculpt with the piece with the skull bottom, kind of like what they did with their Captain America, looks cool.
Yep.
So until Mezco does it better, that's gonna have a spot on the show.
Wait, okay, hold up.
Yeah, look at that. That's so cool.
Hold on, let me expand my.
I think it's worth it just for to get the head sculpt in. I'd keep that.
That was the reason why I wanted it too.
Right on.
I just think it's a character that so many other companies could do.
But they haven't.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Well, he didn't want to have. I don't know. Everybody was all sketched out about guns or something. I think that's getting relaxed now.
Yeah.
Now wait, again, your figure of the year, you're saying in our Batman, but if we're counting December, what about the Muff Toys Clark Kent?
Yeah.
The Muff Toys is a very solid number 2.
Oh, so
I haven't opened the Batman, and I anticipate the Batman surpassing because I got the deluxe Batman. So I've got all the head sculpts, I've got the base, it comes with all the accessories. It's a really big box. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I got the premium instead of the deluxe, so I'm hoping I can trade up once they come in. Assuming there's not some variant for that one too.
So this is the box.
Really? That's a big box for that one.
It's massive, right? It's massive. So I used to have my I don't know where I put it. You know how I just toss everything everywhere. I used to have my other Muff Toys box with the brown suit Clark, which I haven't opened. It was just sitting here the other day. Now I don't know where it is. But this is easily 3 times as big as that.
Yeah, that's big.
So I have to open it. I'll open it this week. I just haven't had any time to do anything. So this will probably be my number 2. The Clark will probably be my number 3. And I don't know how things are going to move after that. We'll see.
Too much good stuff this
But
year.
if InArt keeps releasing stuff, things can change. So can we assume that they might do the Grim Knight? Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I would say it's possible. I actually reached out to InArt because they used to make the rounds a lot with 1/6 when they were starting up the 1/6 line. And they sent out a lot of those figures that the Bale Dark Knight Rises. They sent it out to a lot of people to review, and a lot of 1/6 guys got it. And 1/6 guys, I mean, it's different. Like guys who are doing 1/6, they only do 1/6. We do a mix, but we're kind of rare. You know what I mean? Like most 1/6 people, at least the bigger channels, they only do 1/6. There's only a few people who do both. Just a handful. And I got it, but I also got another one because I went to the event. And I reached out to them and I asked them, would you guys be willing to come on and talk? Like, I'd love to talk to you guys about the line, but I haven't heard anything back. I've reached out to them twice. I haven't heard anything back. So
supposedly there was they had some type of I guess it was like a conference or something, but there was I think I might have told you too, but it was either last weekend or something, but they were announcing that they were going to do an add-on pack for the Batman figure with a wired cape and stuff. But then now we saw that third-party company doing the stuff with the faceplates and like the was it like the glider backpack?
Yeah.
I believe. So I don't know. Maybe someone confused it, but yeah, maybe it wasn't InArt. But when that rumor started going around, supposedly it was an InArt thing, but now it's looking like it's third party.
Yeah.
Looks
you
good,
can never
though.
tell. You can never tell.
I grabbed one. Hopefully, it's better than the Grim Knight.
So yeah, there's a possibility that we get it. We'll see. I really hope that they continue the Dark Knight line. I'd love to get a Bane. I'd love to get a Joker.
Yeah.
My dream for InArt is for them to put out Lord of the Rings. They've done this, the 1/6 stuff. You know how to do it. You know what to do. You've got the face sculpts. You can
kind of shrink it down.
You can essentially shrink them down.
You know what? And hey, like Lord of the Rings is, we got Fig Arts coming out with them, and there was another company that does the soft goods.
Hellcat.
Yeah.
No, an official one, not Hellcat.
Oh, really?
I can't remember. I gotta look it up. No? But there's an actual licensed company doing soft goods Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Let me see if I can look it up. But yeah.
So anyway, I think we're all in on this. Even Ryan, I'm sure he'll come around and get it. So we'll see. Now let's move on to our next thing. I wish Kaiju Kitty was here.
King-a-doo.
He's a kaiju collector.
Does Kaiju Kitty live in Tokyo?
Huh?
Does Kaiju Kitty live in Tokyo?
No. He's in the States.
I think he's in California.
Yeah. He does.
Oh,
he does streams.
Noda's doing the Lord of the Rings.
Are they?
Yeah. They announced it. When was this? Last month. Yeah.
I got
April.
that Noda demon guy coming on the way with the big wings.
Oh, Noda is envelope, right? Noda envelope.
I just know it's Noda.
Well, I swear.
Yeah, and they're licensed too, so they haven't shown anything yet. They just have the. Let me see if you can see here.
Wow.
How many times though has someone done Lord of the Rings and they just suck? I mean, seriously.
Well, that's why I want InArt to do it, because they killed it.
Yeah.
1/6. They killed it.
Yeah, I think that's their best line.
Yeah, but it's a line that I swear people fail at so bad all the time.
Well, I mean, we haven't had many options in 112. Was like Diamond selected it, McFarlane. Those are more niche companies. We haven't had now we have Figuarts, so we'll see how that Frodo and Gollum comes out.
The Figuarts Frodo releases this next week.
Yeah.
Maybe Saturday. I think it releases Saturday. That one, I think it looks great. The only weakness is the head.
Yeah.
It's the head sculpt. And we can all agree that InArt, based on what they've released so far, would put out a much superior product than what Figuarts has put out.
Yeah.
When it comes to the head. And most likely also the clothing, the soft goods and whatnot. So I just hope they do it. I hope they tackle it. They've already got the 1/6 license. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to get the 1/12 license in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
You think?
We'll see. But anyway, let's go. Let's move on to King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah from the 1991 version.
Awesome.
This is the Mecha King Ghidorah, which looks pretty good. Nobody here collects this stuff, right?
No, although I keep wanting a Gamera.
Bunch of dummies. These figures are awesome. They are so well made. Haya Toys is killing Tamashii Nations. Tamashii Nations will put out a figure like this. It'll be 3, 4, 5 times the cost. It'll have a little bit more range and articulation, but it falls apart. All the joints, they all fall apart. They don't stick together. They don't stay, they're not very cohesive. This guy, he's very firm. He has some weight to it. He's awesome. I have their King Ghidorah like the regular version, he's so much better than the Monster Arts, the Tamashii Nations one. Way better. And he costs like a third or a quarter the price.
Oh, he does. Okay,
These guys are awesome. They really are. If you're looking to have any representation of Godzilla, get a Haya Toys one.
Now,
They're very good. They're like $50 each. This one's probably like $100 because he's bigger. He's bigger. But you know, $100, it's like great sculpting.
That looks great.
And he's 13 inches tall. He's tall. He's a big boy. So yeah, I love this line. They're killing it. I think Haya Toys has come leaps and bounds over the last couple of years. Their Apollo Creed that they just showcased looks awesome as well. Looks phenomenal. Now I'm excited for a Rocky line. Drago, Mickey. Come on, man. Like, let's go with Haya Toys. They are killing it. And I know Darek loves their Rambo. Yeah. He swears by it. He said it's one of the best figures he has. So, Ryan couldn't take it anymore. It's too much.
Hey, quick question. So, just before I type this in, the Batman Waffle is today, right? The Hush?
Yes.
Okay. So we had someone asking. So, Bogar Mora.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it now. Yeah, it's today. Yeah. We do the waffles at the end. We do the waffles at the end.
So stay tuned until the end. But sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks for pointing that out.
No problem.
Yeah. The Monster Arts
one's back, so I can
awful. So bad. And it used to be so hard to get. It was so expensive. And the Haya one is so much better. So much better. So yeah, if again, like their Godzilla stuff is so good. I showed you guys the translucent burning Godzilla that I got from them. Like you shine the light behind it and it like everything kind of, you know, glows red. It's such a great company what they're doing. So I highly encourage you guys to support this company. Very, very good.
And hey, I'm liking that Apollo Creed that they showed off.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Great.
Yeah. That Apollo looks so good.
Especially with the top hat and the cape. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
So, hey, Jose. Whoa, thank you, man.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jose.
Thank you. Very nice of you, man. Appreciate that.
This is where we need the laser pants put on the glasses and play the music.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You.
Yeah. Sadiq, man, thanks for joining. I know he's here for the waffle. So good luck, man. Good luck. Your boys got toys. Hey, man. No, man. All the good stuff is here. All the good stuff is here. So right now we're going to transition. Let me just open it up. I didn't save the photos because I thought it would be easier to just show it from Facebook. But we're going to move into Hot Toys. So Hot Toys released a lot of heat this week. Let's move this over. A lot of heat. So I know Al is very excited for what they have. Now, Jason's a Veda guy. Jason, how tempted are you by some of the stuff that you saw?
Incredibly tempted on that Vader. If I hadn't gotten battle damage already or put my PO in for that, I probably would have gone that way.
All right, so let's start with the Vader. All right,
looks so good.
So this guy looks. This is the deluxe. Now, some people aren't a fan of the table. They think that it's too big. It's taking up too much space. But I think the table looks insanely good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, it
definitely
does.
grabbing this. Ryan, you put in your order?
Yeah, I put in an order for everything.
Everything?
Yeah, everything that went out, I put an order in. So I think last week I was over 3,000. So
Yeah. Now, Al, you got all of these?
Not yet. I'm staying strong. I told you guys I'm trying to wean down on 1/6. You know, be more selective, and I'm sticking to it. But I'm with Jason because I already have the battle damaged Vader on pre-order,
Yeah.
You don't
and
got this?
I think that's just the way that figure is depicted. I think it's, even though this is like, you know, a considered an iconic prequel scene, I think that battle damage Vader just blows this one away.
well,
You don't really,
I'm
you don't.
probably
this is nylon though. Nylon, not pleather. I'm guessing
yeah.
something
You
pleather.
can
No,
bend
I
this one
think
any which way you want.
the battle damage one's supposed to be nylon too.
It is.
Yeah,
Is it?
but even then, it's battle damage. You know, you have a
Yeah,
little
hey,
flaking on it. You know,
Yeah.
it's part of the battle damage.
that battle damage is the same. I think the same exact price as this, or pretty close. Because I was doing
Yeah,
payments on that. I was like, dang, I owe that much more. So battle damage, I'm getting them all though. You can have a little shrine. You only need a little Annie and a Force Ghost Vader, or a Force Ghost Anakin.
Spit
And
it
you
out,
have
man. Spit it
the
out.
evolution of Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I have that deluxe destroyed Vader coming.
yeah.
I'm gonna pair him up with the Samurai Predator.
Oh.
I'm gonna have them fighting.
Oh, that's
I like
actually a. Or you know what? You can recreate the Bat in the Sun, Vader versus Batman with a new Bat flick.
That you can do that too.
That would be cool.
I'm still hyped for that Bat flick.
Yeah.
Looks good.
So you can see, probably can't see too well. I'll try to make it bigger. You can see the control boxes on his chest are different. The height is different. What is this called? What is this called? This big piece up here on the chest? What's that called?
It's like a
Pauldron.
shoulder pauldron. Yeah.
The shoulder pauldrons.
Yeah, that's different. His cod is different. I mean, everything in subtle ways is different on this figure. And
Now, which one is on the left? I can't recall just by looking at it. Which version
so
of Vader
that's
is that?
the MMS 700. That's the Jedi Vader, I believe.
Okay.
Because they changed the pauldrons in a few things between movies, subtly. I
Yeah.
think the first movie's mostly
The
black.
masks are most likely different as well. I haven't really inspected the helmets, but the eyes look different. Let me I don't know if
Yeah,
you can make that out.
Yeah, they
The
look a little
lenses
bit
on
bigger.
the eyes are different. So I mean, you know, gotta have a Vader. You gotta have a Vader in your 1/6 collection. Everybody needs a Vader. These guys look awesome.
Vader
Yeah.
is my 1/6 collection.
So it's a wired cape. Looks like
That's-
sides and bottom.
That's crazy.
Looks
Yeah.
fantastic. Look at that. And the cape looks like it's a different material as well.
You get two capes with them.
Well, yeah, one that drapes and one that's wired. That's right. Yeah. Here's a draping cape. You can fold his arms.
That's
You do
pretty
that
cool.
with the other Vaders. This one. This looks so good. And the eyes move, rotating, eyes. Looks great.
Yeah. That's a good sculpt.
It really is.
Put the Vader in the back. So yeah, this one looks awesome. I am all in on this one. I can't wait. Again, I have every Vader except for the dueling Vader, which I didn't like at all. And I never picked up the Rogue One Vader. So I have every other Vader that they've released since the beginning. So let's go down. Is this it? Is this the Artisan? This is the Artisan. Star Wars Jesus. He looks great. Did anybody get this one? Ryan, did you get this, or did you get the sculptor?
Oh, Ryan did. Ryan got this.
Yeah, I got it. I got everything.
I had it in my cart, and I passed.
I'm telling you,
I'm being strong. I'm being strong. I'm telling you guys.
I think anything with a face sculpt, you know, not a clone trooper or trooper, I would get the Artisans now. So that's my.
And I like the blast effects that they're including.
That is cool. That is actually cool. But you know what? Honestly, I'm kind of the opposite of Ryan. If I decide to get it, I'll be fine with it sculpted.
Yeah.
I gotta get both.
You're gonna army build Space Jesus, huh?
I need this pose right here.
I want that. That's what I'm doing right there. I am using that. That's my pose. Yeah.
He's gonna have this pose, and I'm gonna have him fighting Jango Fett.
Yeah.
A lot of people online weren't happy with the sculpt they're using for this Obi-Wan. I think it looks okay. Yeah, I don't mind it either. I'm not really that meticulous, even when it comes to Hot Toys. You know, for the most part, I think most of them look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what he's doing here.
Is he jumping off? I think. I'm
jumping, but he's wearing his cloak. Like what?
Put it back on.
Now this one, like this was just. I think this is just a bad shot. So you don't see the neck. The face looks kind of bloated.
Looks a little pudgy.
Well, they did a lot of work on the Kenobi one. I mean, he looked like he was doing a bunch of cocaine. On the first
I mean, there's a chance that they could end up like updating it. That picture on the right looks good.
People seem to think that the other one, the face is a little bit more slim.
Yeah, people were calling this Chuck Norris. I don't see Chuck Norris, but
I wish it was Chuck Norris.
There was when the bat flip was when those blogger photos came out. So many people were freaking out, and then you see when Figure Hideaway posted up his unboxing, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it actually does look good." A lot of the blogger photos I've realized lately, they feel super like heavily edited, where it just doesn't look like the sculpt.
Yeah.
So yeah. This is still available at Toy Sapiens. Dang. I have to put my order in maybe today or tomorrow.
That's insane. Just nobody wants it in Japan.
People want it. You know, they're just good to us here. They make sure that everybody can get it.
Not like us at Sideshow where we got to look at our phones, have 10 alarms, freak out about it. Some people have like multiple computers, accounts.
You know, you could just reach out to Kaiju Daddy. I'm sure he can help you guys out.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Why lose sleep? Why have stress? Lose your last few follicles of hair.
Or take off work. Yeah.
Take off work, tell the kids to hear themselves.
I got 126 days to take off, so I take off.
You know what's an even better feeling and less stress when it comes to this? When you actually are able to say no to Hot Toys.
Oh, I've been doing that a lot. Lately,
the feeling.
I'm saying no to these guys in blackface. Nobody's talking about that.
I got it.
Nobody's talking about that.
You gotta have all the droids. Chopper's a good droid, man.
Chopper's a good droid, but I passed on the other one. I don't think I need this. I know Denobi needs all the robots, right? He needs all the droids.
I know he wanted the have lights in it. I know there's no lights, right?
Well, he'll put lights in it.
Yeah, he'll put lights in.
Now we got another Cody. It's the exact same release as before, except now you get this Phase 1 helmet.
Yeah.
And I think the weathering.
I'm not an expert on uniforms, but people said that this is not the same uniform. It's not the same armor as Phase 1.
Yeah, there's like slight variations, but I think also this one has more weathering to it than the first release.
Yeah.
But I would have jumped on this if I didn't already have a Cody Hot Toys.
Yeah.
They should have done what they did with Rex, the new Rex, where they give you swappable body armor
like-
too. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would have been cool. I ordered it. So.
Of course.
I have Cody without his. I have Cody with the sculpt out right now, and then I'll put his Phase 1 helmet on when I get him.
Yeah, Ian's been sharing some photos with us, showing that the rooted hair from Hot Toys, the glue is kind of dripping down the heads. So you gotta be a little bit cautious. In this room, the last couple of days, it's been very humid. I'm getting worried. I have an air conditioner here. It's also a dehumidifier, so I have to turn that on. But yeah, definitely something to worry about if you live in a humid area.
I need to get another dehumidifier. I need to have at least 2 in my basement, maybe 3.
I fell asleep next to one time, and man, I woke up. I was dry as a raisin.
Well, it also depends because I have 2,500 square feet in my basement, so I have to have at least 2 or 3.
Yeah, you should have at least 4, like in each corner.
Yeah. Just suck all the.
So yeah, this looks great. This looks great, but most of us already have the first release, so we didn't really need the second one. Unless you're Ryan and you're made of money.
No, I'm not. But I work hard. The Rex though, that's what I need to still order. I already have Rex, but Sideshow plays games. It says almost gone, and we'll be there for 2-3 more months. So,
it's sold out on Sideshow.
God,
it's on waitlist now.
Is it a Toy Sapien? Yeah.
Is it available at Toy Sapiens? No, but you can get it here.
Yeah.
You can get it.
I don't know. It's like I need to have some restrictions in life. So.
I like this guy. This is my guy. I like this guy.
Yeah.
I think he looks great. Was this limited, Al?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah. This one was limited as well too.
Yeah. Anybody need it?
Well,
Ryan needs 3.
I think 1 for me is good. They should have had something where you could army build with this guy, but of course they didn't.
Well, this is like the Umbra guys, right?
Yeah. And Umbra, you could do what, 3 different versions at least?
3 different versions, yeah.
Yeah.
You got hooked up with that, didn't you, Ryan?
Yeah, some guy named Tokyo Joey, I think. No.
Yeah.
Kaiju Daddy. Is that
so?
Is
Ryan,
that guy,
I asked
now,
Ryan.
Is that
listen,
guy? Yeah.
Listen, I asked Ryan if he wanted it. He's like, I don't know. And then he waits until the price is like, $1 million each. And he's like, hey, man,
I didn't even know you had one. I didn't want to be that guy. I'm typically not the guy that bugs people. So I was trying to be kind, man. I thought you were like eBaying that stuff or something. No, Umbra. I need 2 more though. You got 2 more Toy Sapiens? No, I mean that's.
I only have 1 more, and that one's for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want 2. I got rid of the other ones. I bought them for people, and
my shelves are getting insane. I need to find somebody to put some nice shelves and actually put it up. I'm not mechanically.
You need to move on to Ryan. With all the stuff you have, you need some modu cases.
But yeah,
modu cases. This guy has the space. He should bring a carpenter in and make custom cabinets.
Yeah, true. Hey, you should just do what
well, my neighbor said he's a fabricator, so I need to.
You should be turning those hardware shelves into like custom displays.
Yeah, I should. Well, I need to get
You
a
know what's coming?
workout. I need to
You
take a workbench out of my room. Out of this room I have. I have this
you
weightlifting
need
equipment.
those middle of the room displays.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Like a museum.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
like
I
a
need to take.
terrarium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a
Dude.
dragon coming from Mythic
Yeah.
Legions. I have a humongous Lego city, which takes up a lot of space. And I
Yeah.
got 1, 2. In my main room, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big screen TVs. So I gotta get rid of those. No, I don't need to get rid of them, but
You,
yeah.
you should actually start selling tickets to like an exhibit of figures. Start a business, you know.
Yeah.
Just have little
Museum.
kids come over, $5. Have
Yeah.
them, just rush them through the room. Get the heck out of here, kid. Thanks for the $5. Go out the back door.
Right.
What's funny though is I'm not gonna say how, but there was this guy that I met, and he learned I was a big time in Star Wars, and he was telling me about his collection of Hot Toys, and he was sharing pictures, and I was like, man, do I really need to share pictures with this guy? I kept thinking
Do I
about
really need to flex on this guy? Is what you want to
yeah,
say?
I'm just like, I do not want to. I just say I got an issue. I got an issue. I said, yeah, mine's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of insane. So I just kept it at that. I think I'm gonna send him. He didn't give me his phone number. I'm thinking, man, I should show him the do back though. But I don't want to show people all my collection. They'll think I'm insane. But you know what though? There's a lot of people out there like you. You just need to talk to people. So there's a guy locally I met, and he was wearing this team T-shirt all the time. I go, man, I just know this guy's a collector. So one day, I'm not kidding, guys. I said, hey, just curious, do you collect things? And he's like, yeah. He goes, he
He
have
didn't
a
step
whole.
back and be like,
No, hey, I talked to this guy. If you knew me in real life, I talk to people for it. I don't shut up. And me and him have been buddies ever since. Yeah.
Who would have
But
thought? Who would have
he
thought?
told me his whole life story. And I went to his house, went down his basement. I look at this room. It's all unopened TMNT stuff.
Oh, the turtle
And
guy.
I go, where's your water heater? He goes, oh, it's behind this door in the corner. I go, dude, you can't have a water heater here behind a room you've never go into. That thing's gonna blow one day with a tank. And I just freaked him out. But he kept telling me like he used to have all the WWF figures, all of them. I mean, he was a hardcore collector, and he had to sell a bunch, but he won't get rid of the TMNT. But it's the same thing with me. It's like I got an entire room of arcades, and I got a humongous Lego city, and like Robert's making fun of me about lines. It's like I have the ADHD of collecting, and it's a serious problem. It is bad. It's an addiction. I mean, you guys gotta admit that. And Robert's got it. I mean, he's like talking about getting 2 Kenobis just to have 2 Kenobis. I'm just like, and he's bought what, 12 Ursos. That's crazy. I hope they're sending the money first before you're buying this stuff. Hopefully, right?
no, I'm not getting stuck with another Urso.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. How many Ursos they still have there?
Well, they got a few. So they put 2 out at a time, and when I go in there, I grab the 2, and then they restock it once I leave.
Man, and I was, with Ian telling us how, what's his name, Mads Mikkelsen is like the heartthrob guy there. I was expecting those to sell out quick.
Well, see, the people who like him are kind of younger girls.
Okay,
and they're not dropping money on those figures. So he's popular here. A lot of things are popular here, but there's a difference between being popular and dropping that kind of money on it.
True.
You know,
it's just, man, that whole story I was building in my head. I was like, man, they're going to be in line for Ursos, and he's going to go first. They're going to be fighting for an Urso.
Limit. If they want to sell them, they don't have a limit to.
Well, that's the good thing. Like, they're not limiting it to like 1 per person. They were kind of at the beginning, but then they just stopped.
Oh, stop. Good.
Yeah. So I'm going in and I'm buying 2. Like with the Umbras. Like I went in and I bought like 4 at a time. They were like, yeah, you
Well,
can
that-
buy them. You can buy them all. I was like, okay, I'll buy them all.
Yeah.
So,
That
you know,
two-tone Vader, everybody's saying that's going to be a grail. Watch. Everybody's crapping
Which one?
on it. The Vader.
the
with
dueling
shade.
Vader.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
swear.
it might end up.
I'm hearing that.
I mean-
People are like, man, I think that's going to be a grail. I'm just like,
See it in person with your own eyes, and you'll say no.
well, the Fett. Remember the Fett? Nobody would buy the. What was the Fett that was
The
available
Fett
for
was
long?
the animated Fett.
The animated,
Yeah,
yeah.
animated,
holiday-
but the Kenner was available too. I don't know if Kenner's up there in price anymore. Remember the Kenner
The
version?
Kenner one, yeah.
Oh
the
yeah,
Kenner
yeah.
one
The
was-
retro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
passed
Well, I
on
mean-
both of them.
I mean, like most Hot Toys, give it like a year or two, and they're gonna at least double in price because you can't get them anywhere for most stuff. But not counting the ones that go straight to the bargain bins, right away.
well, the battle droids have gone up, and people are crapping on those, but those sold out pretty quick.
The Super Battle Droids.
No, just the regular battle droids. I have
Oh.
2 of those, but I wish people want to have more and more. Now the
Yeah,
Droidica, I would be getting that. I think it's still available.
Yeah, I was looking at like the old Cody once, a couple weeks ago, and he was going for like $400 or $500, and then they just
Yeah.
announced a new one.
And it's dropped,
Yeah.
right?
I
Well,
haven't
that's
looked, but yeah, I'm assuming.
That's another figure, though. When they had Clone Cody, they didn't really have a line, of clones. And people were, I mean, he was around forever. And I remember not getting him right away. But those
Yeah, I didn't
days,
get him right away either.
I don't know what Hot Toys, what they're doing, because we went through a spell where everything would sell out. Now they're kind of sticking around until they get released, seems like. Like Thrawn, I mean, I had him on order and I got rid of him, and now I can get him on discount if I want him.
Yeah,
I never grabbed.
Yeah.
it's hard to kind of gauge this stuff now.
There's my director Krennic right at my finger.
Oh yeah,
And that's
and now
that Krennic.
I told you, I found
Yeah.
that like a year after he sold out for retail.
Yeah,
I think I picked him up on Sideshow like maybe a year or two after he came out, but
you have
I
Krennic.
got him. I have Krennic, yeah.
I thought he sold out instantly.
No, he was
No,
sitting
he
on.
didn't sell out instantly, but he sold out quickly.
That's weird. Maybe when
He sold out shortly after releasing. He was available until release, and then he
Okay,
sold
I'm
out.
trying to. Oh, you know what? I know where I got Krennic from. I didn't get him from Sideshow. I got him from the site that does not exist anymore because they screwed so many people over. But I got him for pretty much retail price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Krennic. I mean, I've not finished season Andor season 2, but I mean, why not release him? I mean,
Yeah.
I want Krennic. Hey, give him hair. I don't. He's
So
got plenty of hair.
Austin, I think, articulates where most of us were before we started buying.
Mhm.
I used to go to the Toy Sapiens store in Tokyo multiple times, many times for years.
Yeah.
And I just kept saying, I can't afford it. I can't buy it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. And then finally I bought 2.
Yeah.
And, you don't look back. Basically, all it takes is that one to get you. And then when it's got you, you're hooked.
Well, like the Punisher
It's
Iron
like-
Man or War Machine. Like
Well,
that thing.
let's
Yeah.
go ahead.
That thing was available for what, 4 years? 3 to
Yeah.
4 years. And I'm getting that. Yeah.
I was going to say, look at James Wilson, and I'm saying this as a cautionary tale to our buddy down in the corner, Jason. James Wilson was about just 1/12 stuff, his cards, all that stuff. He got 1/6, and now that dude is hooked.
Yeah, hard.
Hooked on one.
Yeah.
That dude is dropping serious money on Anakin.
Yeah.
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 Once you get a nibble, you get a taste of that 1/6, especially Hot Toys.
Don't
Once you
think
get
I
a
don't
taste,
have
man,
a
you're done.
list going.
It
And
takes a strong man to say no.
I
Al.
mean, I'm getting these.
Yeah.
I'm following the
You
wave
look,
out.
anything with a face sculpt is different. I feel like so I get the clones, and sometimes I'm like, man, they're overpriced, right? And then you get like a Kenobi or Anakin or something with a great sculpt, and you're like, dang, these are good. Like you feel like you get your money's worth. So Jason, what are you getting again? Are you which Hot Toys do you have in order?
First one will be Battle Damage Vader, that deluxe
There.
one.
Yeah, so
That's
that's
dropping soon, right?
It's supposed to be by the end of summer, I think.
July to December is what
Yeah,
I heard. But,
Yeah.
And I've got a list of the other ones I'd love to get. I just haven't.
You will once you open that Vader. You're done.
I'm surprised you're not getting
Game
either
over,
the
man.
new.
Game over.
Why don't you get a Superman?
No, I thought you were going to get the Dark Knight Batman.
Superman.
That's the one I thought
is-
you were going to get.
I thought about it. Dark Knight's not going. What's going to suck me in? But if they did a good Hush or earlier version, I'd probably get pulled into that.
Well, you
That
should
new
get.
Bat flick.
Why are we not making this guy get Nightmare Batman and Superman 2-pack? I mean, Jason, stop buying these other things and just buy that. You can get that on discount. What are you doing? Get off this stream and order right now. No, Jason needs to order the
get his
2-pack.
first order.
If you think the Muff Toys thing's good,
Not in the face, Ryan. Not in the face.
I got 2 of the Nightmare Batmans because I had a wobbly knee.
I know I'm going to get hooked into it.
And
But
Sideshow takes good care of you. I mean, you're paying that extra. Now, I got another guy, though, Jason. I'll give you his number. And free shipping and no tax.
yeah, I think I know who you. I think you said that to me.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I bought that dude back. And I had a $50 coupon. I messaged him on Facebook. He instantly gave me that because that dude back is what $700 something bucks, and these guys, people, flake out on them. That's a lot of money for these guys to get these pre-orders.
Who's selling a dewback?
I already told you. I'm not going to put it
again.
on.
Yeah, tell me.
It's got 3 letters. It's got Connor uses them. Huh? Okay, I'll see.
See, I know that if I get in, I'll buy way too much. Way too much. Because already I'm like Knights of the Old Republic. All 3 of them look spectacular. I'd still love to get that damaged T-800. I'd still love them all. And then you start going, then I'd love a Grievous, and then I'd love it. In the end, I would have a lot. It's not cheap. And space-wise, my shelves aren't really meant for 1.6 versus 1.12, but I got a few spots. I got a spot for him for the battle damage one for sure. But
so I just want to remind people, you can see the banner scrolling down below. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I do have another announcement, sort of. Channel members, Christmas in July is coming. Christmas in July for channel members. So Christmas in July will be channel members getting the wheel of opportunity. So however many months you've been a member, from January to July, you get a spot on the wheel. And once you win, we'll do a spin on the wheel to see what you get. There'll be 1/12 stuff. There'll be 1/6 stuff. There'll be 1-to-1 stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be out there for people. So make sure, if you are thinking about membership, if you join now, it's May. You'll have May, June, July. You'll be able to get 3 spots if you do it. So yeah. So just out there, we'll be doing that. July is going to be a really busy month. We have the Metacom event. I'll be doing a video for that. We'll do live streams for that to talk about what we saw. We'll have this going on, and then we'll have some guests coming on as well. So July is going to be very, very busy. I know people have summer plans and whatnot, but hopefully you guys make time for us and so on. And I hope Ryan is going to start doing some of his stuff in July as well.
I will try. Hey, Robert, I sent you an important message. You might want to look at it. Oh, you saw it? Yeah, I'll start streaming a little bit. Yeah, I have actually 3 or 4 more days of work, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some production value in my YouTube videos
There you go.
and do a little bit better job. So yeah, sorry about this delay, guys. Technical delays with Robert. Did you went
Robert's
ahead
good.
and did you do it?
No, I'm gonna wait a bit.
What? Okay.
Just a little bit. So we'll wait a little bit. I do want to say one thing. I still have to review my 112 Hot Toys the Bat. I teased that 2 months ago. That I was gonna do that.
You gotta do the live stream unboxing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that either this week or next week. And I also have another. I'm the first one in the world to have it. I'm gonna do a review.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, is that the ramen toys?
This is the ramen toys. So this is the bridge layer / tank. I have the accessory pieces. I'm gonna put it on. It is a monster. It's really cool. I have the pieces off, obviously, because it's really big. So I'll be doing a review of this hopefully this week. I met Ace in Tokyo over the weekend, and he was kind enough to let me hold on to this for a little while and do a review. So I am going to be doing a review for those of you who collect G.I. Joe and whatnot. This is probably going to be something you want to check out. I'll have a review of this with the figures, couple it with the his tanks up there. Check out the scales and everything. So
can Ace
really
bring one
looking
to
forward to
Joe Fest so I can get one? No.
that. So he told me what he's bringing to Joe Fest. It's not this. He's going to have that Super Musk at Joe Fest for people going to Joe Fest. It's not a spoiler. He's got an exclusive color scheme of an item that he's going to have for pre-order at Joe Fest. It's an exclusive to Joe Fest. So if you want it, you have to order it or pre-order it at Joe Fest. I'm not going to say what it is. I don't think he's announced it, so I'm not going to spoil it for him. And then he'll have some 112 figures as well to show off, not to sell, but to show off some stuff that he's recently teased and shown off that I think people will be pretty excited to see. So if you're going to Joe Fest, make sure you stop by, say hi to Ace. Ace is awesome. He entertained Ian, myself, and Tim Yen in the group over the weekend. Really cool guy, Ace. So if you have any questions, Ace is really good for answering. He does his best. He's as transparent as they come. Really good guy.
And that bridge is 3 feet long. 3 feet long.
What is it? Yeah, dude. The bridge is massive. Yeah. It's massive. So, but this piece is really great. It's really great. So I'll be doing a review of this, like I said, this week at some point.
And can I share something on his website? So he has a Mad Max racer for $80 off right now. That's got me thinking about that. So
is that $80 off right now?
Yeah, I think it's $80. It's like $210, I think. $210.
Yeah.
I think it's
that's the early bird price, right?
Yeah, but he still has it there. I mean, it's been there forever.
Yeah. So,
I think it's 210 or is it 310? Someone's looking it up. It's one of those. There's a big price, $100 difference, but it's one of those prices.
Yeah. 1-to-1 Xenohead, no, I'm not giving that away. So if you haven't checked out Ramen Toys, Al, can you put the link in the chat? Do you have an opportunity?
Yeah, let's see.
Ramen Toy, they do a lot of vehicles in 1/12 scale. They do 1/18 stuff, a lot of stuff from the 80s that we grew up with. And right now they're doing some more ramen racers, which are vehicles, and those will be coming out very, very soon. The vans recently came out earlier this year. They have an A-Team van. They're selling the Misery Machine, which is kind of a knockoff of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine. You can buy that directly through the Ramen Toy website. And as I said, he's going to be bringing the Super Musk, which is a diorama playset, which is a sewer and a street level diorama to Joe Fest. Everybody should have some sort of diorama for your figures in 1/12 scale, and this really is the king of it, in my opinion, in terms of like just this one massive set that can accommodate vehicle, can accommodate different lines, different different genre. So I know a lot of people are apprehensive to spend. I think it's like $300.
Yeah.
A lot of people are apprehensive to buy something, product unseen, essentially. But he'll have one of the first mock-ups of it that came out of the production. He'll have it with him at this event. So if you guys tune in, if you guys are going, make sure to check it out. And I'm more excited for this in 1/12 scale than anything else coming out this year. So this could potentially make my 1/12 of the year. Maybe not 1/12 figure, but definitely potentially 1/12 of the year. I am beyond excited for that Super Musk. So,
hey, question.
Everybody here ordered one, right?
Yep.
I haven't yet. I'm still debating.
Yeah. Well,
I
Ryan
might
will
get it
see it
too.
in person, and I'm sure Ryan will give you his honest impression
Yeah,
of it.
I didn't order it, but I'm not gonna say why. But that he's putting a phone booth in. I wish I would order it, but something happened. So the phone booth he's now putting that in with it. So you get a phone booth with it. So.
Yeah.
Hey, question. When did they change the name on the site? It's now spelled MSUK, so it's not Musk.
MSUK?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's changed.
I don't know. Maybe he got hacked.
Yeah, it is MSUK.
Maybe to distance himself from Elon Musk. I don't know.
Maybe.
I was gonna say, that might be it.
Yeah.
Probably. So, all right. Is there anything else that we need to talk about or add before I do the waffle spin?
I'm trying to think. What else?
Ryan, why don't you promote your report card thing?
Yeah. Okay. As you know, I'm one of the leaders in education. So I decided to try to be nice. I'm not kidding you guys. Only one guy posted his daughter who's in kindergarten with like some award she got or scholar dollars or something like that. So he's going to put a report card. So the deal is, if you're in 3POA group or in our group, don't tell your wife or don't tell my wife group. All you have to do, and you can block your kid's face. I don't want to see your kid's face. If you
block out all personal information.
Yeah, we don't want the personal. It's not a scam. It's just I want to see kids that get A's. I thought it'd be fun, and give the kid an unopened toy or a new figure. And I'm gonna write on it. This is not to, take your kid and try to get a free figure out for yourself. So I'm gonna put congratulations. Yeah, I'm gonna put congratulations, whatever your child's name is, but it's only for kids that showed improvement or got straight A's, and we won't put it on here on a stream, but through the group. So 2 groups. So the group, our group, and then I'd put it on 3POA too. So again, you have until the end of the month to do that. And if you win, I'll put it on Facebook. I'll spin the wheel, and whoever wins in each group, I'll send you a free figure for your child. So again, this is not for you though; it's for your child. So
now
I'm not sending you a hot toy.
Ryan's area of the country, they finish school early.
Yeah.
I know in Boston, they finish the school year in mid to late June.
Okay.
I would recommend extending it to like mid to late June.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll do end of June, I guess. So we'll see.
So yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be your kid. Like a lot of us are older. If you have grandkids, if you just want to show off and say, hey, my
kid in the neighborhood,
my
just grab
got
a kid.
These grades.
Just say I have to borrow one.
Yeah.
Can I borrow that card?
Hey, I will tell you a story. There's kids. I have a lot of kids that well, I shouldn't probably share it, but let's just say that some kid jumped on a chair and stole some from me off the top shelf. So Yeah, so I've learned my lesson well. I don't bring high collectibles and put them in the classroom anymore. So,
Oh,
but I
never! I
do.
would never bring anything to work ever.
Well, I have arcade games in my room. So,
Do you really?
yeah. Oh yeah, I have The
Like
Simpsons.
one up.
Yeah, I put those in my room. So
Oh wow, they let you?
yeah, I got pool. I've been around for a while. So yeah.
You
Oh,
got a
you should
billiards
see.
table in there too, or what?
Huh? Yeah.
They have a craps table in
These
there
are a little
too.
rough with it though, man. I gotta put my foot down, but yeah,
Got a
they like
bungee
it.
cord.
And then they'll go. I almost said my name, but I'll be like, they'll say Mr. Whatever. Hey, they say HEL double hockey sticks. I'm just like, well, don't repeat it. It's a Simpsons. I've had it forever, but I put bowling on there. The kids like it, and a lot of these kids don't have the type of stuff I have. So
Yeah.
I
So
try to bring
nobody,
them.
very few people are as addicted to this stuff as you are.
But it's funny though. The dads, if you talk to them, there'll be dads about the 80s. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
So anyway, I think you should post again in both groups as a reminder.
Yeah.
And just say, black out all your personal information,
Yeah.
kids' faces if you need, and you'll pick a winner.
Or June. I would say forward the original post so that way it shows up on the new post.
Yeah.
So
I'll
that
do
way
that.
people can go back to they
Yeah.
can keep it in one thread.
But I was
Yeah.
shocked. I'm like, does nobody have kids or something? I mean, I was like, geez, one guy.
We don't get report cards here.
Even like your last report card. I mean, I don't know.
I like Austin's idea for a dog report card. That I could do.
You can get behind that.
And no college kids. It's high school is the cutoff. High school.
High school and lower, right?
Yeah, high school lower. Kindergarten's got grades. Preschool, I don't think they do, but kindergarten does. So
Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. So I will hopefully get this out this week. Like I said, I'm backed up. I have stuff to get out. It's been very busy the last few weeks. So if you win and you're not here, I'll give you an opportunity to watch the stream and hopefully surprise yourself with the shock. Don't worry, Al is not in this, and neither is Jason.
Nope.
And neither is Ian. The guys who seem to win all these things. So
I won
none of them are in this.
you just got thrown into the mix with us, the mess with us.
Part of the bad guys.
It's good company. It's good company.
So again, the next one will most likely be Deadpool, and I will probably put that up like Thursday night or Friday morning, everybody's time, American time. So here we go. We're gonna spin this. Good luck to everybody, and here we go. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Still going. Still going. It's going to be close. Looks like it is. Okay, all right.
Yes.
So congratulations. Congratulations. For those of you who don't know who this is, we did the Mythic Legions Dragon Waffle, 2 months ago? And we were running low on spots. And this is the guy who generously covered all those missing spots so we could make, the bare minimum just to get this thing funded. he came forward and he didn't win. He dropped a lot of money to make that dragon possible, and he didn't win, and he didn't complain at all.
And
for him to win this is good.
And some guy named Al decided to gift me the dragon, so I appreciate it, Al. It's like an army build.
Yeah, I'll take all your Commander Cody's.
Yeah.
For a dragon.
So once again, this was for that Hush Batman. The next one will be the Deadpool, most likely. And I'm working on getting another figure that I've kind of mentioned to the guys. That's kind of an in-demand figure that a lot of people missed out on, that I'm trying to get a hold of, that I will make available for people. So that one's a bit of a surprise. Hopefully I can obtain that in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. But yeah, so congratulations again. And any last words before we finish this? Hopefully we'll do it within 2 hours this time. Pretty good. Ryan, why don't you go first? Any last words?
No, I don't have any last words. Gonna be a crazy June though. Yo-Joe June. Hopefully that comes through, and then hopefully some of these other companies get their things. Mythic Legions, we all got an email today that's saying their latest wave, if you didn't do the all-in through the Four Horsemen website, those won't be in until late August. So I know they've been holding off on shipping those. So what does that mean? Does that mean everybody wanting to ship their stuff out of China and there's a huge log jam? Not enough boats or not enough cargo containers? So that's crazy. So that's going to be several months before we get something that's already ready to ship. So just imagine what else that could do to the toy lines out there that we love. So
yeah,
should be an interesting summer.
Yeah,
definitely.
Jason?
Yeah, I'm with Ryan, man. There's so much stuff coming in between now and like end of July. It's definitely drinking from the toy fire hose. So I am both excited and yeah, gonna have to find a way to sneak those in here. Yeah, seriously, right? It's like you get a couple of months here and there and whatever, and then this period is just man.
Well, the good thing is I'm off, so
that's nice.
Yeah,
so you can
You're
intercept
never
your
off. You're always
packages.
hustling.
Yeah, that too.
Well, you're right. I do other side gigs. I do little side missions to make money, but I'll be home for deliveries this summer, but for 1 week I'll be gone. So
yeah, I'm gone.
So question about the next waffle for the paid waffles. So there's different kinds of waffles. I do paid waffles for the group. And then I do member waffles for Kaiju Daddy channel members. So they're different. Kaiju Daddy channel members, if you're a channel member month after month, you can either get a waffle that I'm doing, just choosing all the people. Everybody gets one spot. Or like I said, in July, we'll have multiple things that people can possibly win. And every person, based on how many months you've been a member, you get one spot on the wheel. So we did that in December. It took me about 2 hours to get through the wheel.
Oh, man, that was fun.
My best this time. And that's one way. And then the other way for the Deadpool, I'll announce it in the Facebook group. I'll say, it's $5 a spot, blah, 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 blah. And if you want in, down in the comments, you type in and try to send me a direct message and say, I want this many spots. And then I send you the PayPal and then so on and so forth. So those are the different ways for the waffles. So this one was for the group, same way that I just explained. And again, in July, we'll be doing different kinds. Again, 1/6 stuff, 1/12 stuff, and 1-to-1 stuff. So if anybody's interested, if anybody has been a member and is kind of curious what sort of stuff we'll be offering for it. And with that said, Al, you want to finish us up?
I'm with everyone else. The next couple months might get a little bit crazy with pre-orders. I've seen that I know I mentioned I've been on a 1/6 rehab, but I might be getting back into the crack pipe for it because I know I saw that Hot Toys Korea release list for the next couple months, and I was like, oh shit, I think I have like 4 or 5 of those on pre-order, and I started getting hit. I got that Feral Predator invoice, and I'm expecting that Bat Flick to come in sometime soon. And supposedly the Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine is going to release soon too. So I'm sure I have a couple others, but yeah, brace yourselves.
Did anybody get the indie, the old man indie?
I got the invoice, but I think I'm passing on it.
I think I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think I'm gonna pass on the Feral Predator as well.
I'm debating. It looks so cool, but I know that
it looks so cool, but yeah.
Yeah, and who knows? It looks like Hot Toys might be bringing out some more older Predators. So I'd rather have, some older styles, but we'll see. We'll see. It's still going to be a crazy next couple months.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a time where you have to be very, very selective so you don't get yourself into financial calamity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Understand your budget, people, and pay accordingly. Right?
Yeah, and it's okay. Guys, it's okay to say no.
Yeah, just say no sometimes. Just say no.
The collector, that guy in the corner. Yeah, that guy, he doesn't know what no is. Look at him. Those eyes say yes.
No means no.
All right, so again, we'll have our next stream next week, which would be the 27th. And normally we would do our 6 figures a month during the last stream of the month, but there's like 4 or 5 more days in the month after that. So we're gonna do 6 figures a month at the beginning of June. So if you're tuning in next week to see that, we're gonna just push that back a little bit and move forward accordingly. So we were gonna do what's on your radar today. We're gonna pass, and we'll just do that next week. Since we're not doing 6 figures a month.
Oh, good.
So, with that, everybody, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you, Ryan, for not leaving before we end the stream. Thank you very much. And I will see everybody next time. Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys.
All right, guys.